When I was really into the serious spiritual seeking game, I used to get up at 4:45 in the morning, something like that, and I would chant a sacred text that took about an hour and a half, and then I'd meditate, and then I'd do hatha yoga, a bit of hatha yoga, and then I'd go and take a japa walk, and all of that before I started my day as a teacher, as an art and design teacher in a government school here in Nassau. And throughout the day, I would be doing japa, again repeating a mantra, and the mantra was Om Namah Shivaya. And I would read as many spiritual texts as I could get my hands on, and just go for it. And I just, I think I was obsessive, to put it mildly. And I did that for years and years and years and years. And, it was fun. I guess you could say it was fun. It was part of the story, the idea of being a spiritual seeker and the beliefs that went along with that. It felt like it was progressive and that I was going to get somewhere. But then at a certain point, I just had this realization that seeking itself was the obstacle, and everything just fell away. It just completely fell away. There was a distaste for it. And the only thing I felt guided to do was to go as deeply into the silence within my being as I could go, and just, see where it took me. And I couldn't say it was a practice. It didn't sort of land as though I must do this practice. It just was something that felt natural, and something that I did. And it was in this period of going into the silence that I had an absolute clear, undeniable, I don't want to say experience of seeing, because, experiences come and go. This was this very direct seeing that what I had been searching for had always been here as a resonance, whenever I heard truth or whether I felt a resonance. And that was it. And so, in a way, I've said a few times, a self woke up to itself, but even that is, too many words. It is really that what is already here was seen, and from that moment on, it hasn't diminished. It hasn't gone anywhere, and it is always here. And I was pondering all of that this morning because I was laughing about the fact that when I was a kid, I remember a teacher kind of making a joke, but it wasn't a joke. And she said that I was a bit empty-headed. And I took that to mean that I wasn't very smart. I had no brains. She also said I was, off in my imagination too much. I'd be kind of away with the fairies. And again, I thought that was problematic. So with both those comments, I believed that I wasn't very smart, and I had to really work hard to prove otherwise. And what I see now is the truth, that I was just resting in the space of no thought, or in the state of no thought. And this state of being was really comfortable for me. And in fact, it has always taken a lot of effort and energy for me to be able to engage and to speak, and especially to have conversations about things that are kind of mundane, you know. So all of that said, you know, I'm hopping on here to say I'm sure it's true with a lot of people that join any kind of spiritual seeking, and it's, I think in many ways it's we're looking for confirmation that what we're having this direct experience of is authentic and it's our true nature. And which is why we probably can spend so many years, decades in fact, trying to chase after something that appears to be illusory, yet it's always right here. So I'm just kind of throwing that question out to you this morning. Did you have your periods or phases when you were a kid when you were just naturally in this state? I don't mean as a very young kid, because I think, you know, babies are naturally living and expressing in this state of authenticity. But certainly, you know, as you get older, as you develop a personality and your character is formed, then you're kind of forced out of it or kicked out of that into this belief in being the person and being separate and having to identify with that and having to become something or become someone. And if you're different in any way, it can be burdensome. So so was that true for you as a teenager or as a you know, into your early 20s? Because that was certainly the case for me, and it was difficult. It was really difficult. But of course the good news is that when you have these periods of absolute clarity and you can see what you've been doing, you know, with respect to seeking and how it really won't take you anywhere, then you can just rest and be in your authentic state. You can express as your authentic self, and there's no more chasing. There's no more chasing after anything. And what a relief that is. So I wanted to share that today. I hope all is well. As you can see in the Bahamas here, it's absolutely glorious. The weather's amazing. And I'm going to enjoy the day. So take it easy, be well, and bye for now.